Chris Rodriguez returned to form to help us win against the, at the time, 9-2 Caps team, which are currently the #1 seed in the NFC, which gives us a realistic chance to potentially dethrone them at one point here, as we have 4 more games to the next games, looking like they're against lesser teams. We obviously know that any team can beat any team, which is obviously how we turned around, I believe at a time, 2-4 season to win 6 straight now. Going against the Elks, who have obviously lost a bunch of games in a row, but recently finally got back in the win column. And there is a kind of a big upgrade chance here with Chris Rodriguez having a chance to go to X Factor, I believe. I can't imagine it was anyone else. That would be big because not only would he get a chance at an X Factor ability, also less XP to upgrade, faster XP in general, but an extra ability slot. And he's a 90 overall, so I think he would unlock that right away. But before we do anything, let's take a look at Players of the Week, which is the first time in weeks where we did not actually have one, as it was Purdy and Crosby with Tua and Garrett on the other side. Unfortunately, no Player of the Week for us, which, once again, we've been on a little bit of a streak, 3 or 4 weeks in a row, I believe. But let's take a look at the team before we go into their roster, and then, obviously, the breakout running back. That's a lot to ask for, though, but we'll get to that in a second. Looking at the team, obviously the offense is getting better and better. You have 2 wide receivers that are 84 plus overall. You have a tight end that's almost that as well. He's only an 82 overall, but he's an X factor. You have a running back that's a 90 overall. You have a super speedy wide receiver 3. And then you have Jadarius Lewis, who most of the time is pretty damn accurate. The offensive line has been a little inconsistent from here and there, but for the most part, it has done a good enough job to help us win some games. Then we move on to the defensive side of the ball, where Gleason is having an unbelievable rookie season. 75 overall, but look at the sacks he has. 13 on the year. Looking at the rest of the defense, Walt James has played well. Cam Jones is, up to his normal self. Taylor's been great. Johnson's been very impressive. And Riley Moss is now a superstar, obviously. Ronnie Shelton returned and has been pretty damn good on the inside. Our run defense still sucks, but overall, we are definitely improving. There's no question about it. Year 1, year 2 is like, I don't know. But this year, we have absolutely improved massively. Let's take a look at the Elks team, see if they have any injuries. Maybe that's the reason why they've been losing games. And unless somebody just came back now, that is not the reason why they're losing games. Anthony Richardson is the quarterback for the Elks with a lot of speed, a really good strength in the throw power department, great medium, and the rest, a little iffy, got to admit. Rashad White, pretty damn fast, very jukeable. Wide receivers Zay Flowers, Jaden Reed, and Devin Duvernay make up for one of the shortest wide receiver groups in the league, but obviously not bad outside of release. Tyler Conklin, definitely need a new tight end 1. Left tackle, Ryman is very good. Left guard, Ezra Cleveland, pretty good at run blocking. Center, Fortner, not very good at much, except for pass block. Finesse, maybe he needs to be a tackle. Jurgens, he's a decent player at finesse blocking, and then Austin Jackson is, not the best power blocker in the world. Left end, Rousseau is amazing. Right end, Micah Parsons is amazing. DT, Jonathan Allen's amazing. Terrence Bird, the left out, very fast. Middle linebacker, Devin Bush, very fast. Logan Wilson, pretty athletic, but very smart. Cornerbacks, L'Jarius Sneed, very good and very fast. Taron Johnson, very good zone coverage, decent size, with speed, I guess. 5'11's not actually that great. I thought he was taller than that. I thought he was 6'1". Never mind. Kyler Gordon, great number 3 corner. Eddie Jackson, just fast enough, just good enough in zone coverage. And then strong safety. Very good man coverage for Jartavius Martin. So press man, this team is a problem, right? And last time we played them, I believe, struggled to run the ball. So unless we get a bunch of touchdowns, I don't like our chances for this breakout, but it's better than not getting a breakout at all, which we have had a lot of experience with lately. But here it is. Chris Rodriguez either needs 4 total touchdowns or 200-plus yards. That is a lot to ask for, but it is doable. For the strategy, they run the ball pretty well, it seems, so we're going to stop the run. And then as far as attacking them, there's not really much they do badly, but we're going to try to, run the ball anyways because we need to. And with that being said, I think we're going to take Quincy off for the week to put Rodriguez there because I feel like the players you put on focus do play the best. We got 3 upgrades. Weatherford, one of them. He had a pretty good week last week. A lot of tackles for a loss type plays. Really good block shed upgrade. He's not a bad player. Jadarius Lewis, we really need the strong arm because we are noticing week to week now that the lack of throw power is hurting us. Unfortunately, he does not get that. That is his biggest downside is that throw power, man. I wish we could just upgrade it +2. We'd be so set. Ronnie Shelton gets a +2 to power move, which is amazing. 84 power move, 81 block shed. I mean, he is absolutely well on his way to becoming one of the most disruptive defensive tackles in the league. As we are now about to take on the Elks. And a whole bunch, what is there, like a highway above the stadium? Looks like a damn highway casting down, but a bunch of shadows on the field. Disgusting. Looking at last week's stats, obviously Rodriguez was pretty good, but if he wants to have a major boost in his development, he is going to need to be even better somehow. And of course, Joe Morant, it's pretty hard to be even better than him, as he has been putting up some 150-plus yard games, and we've got some of the best skill position players in the league, and obviously we have been putting it together lately and winning games left and right. Now 8-4, basically 1 or 2 wins away from guaranteeing a playoff spot. Technically, maybe even just this one, as we might have the division locked up. Of course, Graves on the sideline. I don't see him getting a chance to start anytime soon, although I may have just jinxed Jadarius Lewis, so there's always that. But anyways, let's get into this game and hopefully rush for 200 or receive for 200, whatever it's going to take to get Rodriguez to X Factor, as that would be our second X Factor, believe it or not, on the team. Chad Ryland used to kicking off early, and I mean, it's worked as of late. Of course, a huge game-winning kick of 59 yards, and another big kick earlier in the game where they suggested we punt it because it was kind of windy. And he hit both of those things, and without any of them, without either, it would have been a game lost more than likely. But looking at Anthony Richardson, 19 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. I mean, when you consider the fact that he started the whole year and he looks like Jadarius Lewis, I don't know if that's a good thing. And even then, Jadarius Lewis still has more touchdowns. Probably does have more picks now as well, but more touchdowns nonetheless. As we're going to come up with a safety. White is going to get kind of helped by Quincy, but I get it. His heart was in the right place. Rashad White, 14 for 76 with a touchdown. Not bad numbers at all. Didn't actually get a glimpse of the overall stats. They showed those season stats a little late, and I just didn't expect them to do that, and I did not mean to do that. Speaking of, a really good job by Antonio Johnson, who's getting better and better in the run defense department. Who's getting better and better at the near the line of scrimmage stuff. Not that he comes up all the time, but he does make plays. And he's going to step up and throw over the middle. I mean, it's not really our fault. That outside looked pretty free. Ends up getting enough time to step in and throw to Reed for 22. Antonio Johnson, thinking that he was going to go to his side over there, didn't. Got caught stuck in the mud, and it just ran right by him. And we try to cut the other way. Wilson's there, but misses the tackle. Has another chance at it. This time tries to strip. Misses that as well, and it'll be a gain of 8 for White. And this feels like one of those games where we're going to have to blitz our way into a stop. And maybe not. Really good tackle. Loses a yard. 3rd and 3. Wow, we are really not stopping the run here, are we? If they run the ball, this is just a freebie. And maybe not. It is. Turn around. Riley Moss isn't going to get there. Anthony Richardson to the 15. Really good tackle one-on-one there, but a big play for Richardson. We'll get them inside the 20 now. Red zone territory. Doesn't even look like there's a DB on Zay Flowers there. Walt James. Walt James does enough. Loss of 2. Good play from the 17-yard line. 2nd and 12. Counter play. We're out there with Cam, and he'll just barely get the yards back. Maybe an extra yard on top of it that they just lost. 3rd and 9. The best opportunity so far this game to get off the field. Oh, we got bumped. You've got to be kidding me when that happens. It, puts you in, an animation where you just can't move. Why? Why am I being sucked into something I don't want? Basically, any family gathering ever. Really? Bonacana on the return. Came close last week. Oh, I thought Polk was going to get him. But speaking of Jadarius Lewis, let's take a look at those numbers. Anthony Richardson after that one is 20 touchdowns for 11 picks, whereas Lewis is 22 for 13. So sort of better, kind of. Let's run to the left, as they do have their more talented edge on that their left side, as Rodriguez does a good job of getting back to the line. Unfortunately, that's about as far as he's going to get. And that's a sign for things to come. Wow, I do not believe in ourselves, I'll be honest. Go play action now. Morant Perfect throw. No, it's overthrown. Morant's open. He beats Kyler Gordon. Just like that, we are now in a 3rd and 10. Forced a screen pass already. This Elks defensive line, man. It's a problem. We are out there. And wow, that lineman just killed it. Who even was that? I didn't even see. I kind of wasn't really looking at who the lineman was. Just more of what they were doing. It was actually Belzer, it looked like. I'm pretty sure it was number 68. What a play. Blocked 2 players there pretty much. 15 yards. And we cut inside. Nice slip off, and that's almost another 15 yards. Finally some blocks. Really feel like anytime we play against the Elks, we just don't have any blocks, which makes sense because they're really good. But Rodriguez getting some blocks now. 8 yards gained. 128 last week. And I don't know if I really like the sit-down routes. I usually read them. Let's go with this instead. As Kuntz will catch that. First down to the 32. Can you go with the play action? Liking Romeo Doubs on this. Guess we're going to go to Rodriguez, who is more open. Gets about 6, maybe 7. Got the jet sweep fake out. Could be a quick throw to Wise. Last time we held on to it, it ended up being picked off, I believe. Not this game, obviously, but... See, we're waiting for Morant, who, I mean, he is open enough. Pressure's just there. Going to go with Y trail, which is because they scored first. Good joke. Inside, Romeo Doubs. And he fumbles the ball. Recovered by the Elks. I mean, the craziest part is we're actually trucking with the right bumper as well on that play. So if all the plays for a receiver to fumble, that should have been like one of the last ones. Which is really unfortunate. Can't get off the block. Wow, they have a lot of room. Walt James killed it, but they still gained 7. Going to come in with the press. I know it's zone, so it's a little scary pressing with zone. Oh, we're there! No, we're not! What a dot by Anthony Richardson. First down to Duvernay, who has caused us many problems, personally. I can't believe Anthony Richardson ripped it. That's why Jadarius needs throw power upgrades. I mean, he's... Wow, what a play by Nick Jones. He is one of the highest effort corners on this team. Not even one of them. He's the highest effort. Maybe not the best, but he is up there. This is a good trio of corners. This is, kind of reminds you of the Buccaneers a little bit. You have your Jamel Dean. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay. Rashad White scores. 65 yards on a stiff arm. Multiple breaking tackles. The Elks are trying to win the division. Like, how is this possible? Walt James misses the tackle, which is already like, how? Riley Moss misses the tackle. I don't know how that's a score. I just don't. While we're getting more possessions, I will say our chances of getting this is even lower now because obviously Rodriguez is going to have to run the ball less if we're going to be down by a lot as Rodriguez turns what should have been a loss into a gain of 7. And of course, now it's becoming even harder to see what we're doing. We're going to double team Allen on another run as Rodriguez gains about 5. Mesh flat could be a Romeo Doubs play. And that might have been a little bit of a force, but Rodriguez turns it into a big play again. 15. We are overworking the hell out of Rodriguez. It's not just because of this scenario. It's a huge reason, but also he is just the open player. I mean, tell me I shouldn't have run the ball here. Like, this looks so free. And it is. A little worried once again about the tiredness of Rodriguez, but the run game is, like, open. I really wish Beatty was in on this play, though. Thought he would have been. And they read the quarterback. Rodriguez taking about 8 there. I mean, he has touched the ball a lot in this basically first quarter. I don't even want the sweep, but like at the same time, I just want Rodriguez to not have the ball. Yeah, let's go play action. But at the same time, the run game has been like the best. Oh my. I don't even know how we got that ball off. They got in there so quick. Under center, quick look. Come on, complete this, please. Morant behind him. What a freaking catch, though. Unbelievable catch. Oh, this is a screen. I thought it was a tight end screen. Romeo Doubs might still be our look. And that actually worked out. We've had that screen. Oh, come on. Run through that play, center. 5 yards, though. But as I said, I feel like we've run that play a couple times. That screen almost never works. Perfect throw, Morant. Trying to run to the end zone. Down to the 1. What a try. Couldn't dive because we were just a little bit short and we'd have probably fumbled. Not guaranteed, but we'd probably fumble. And I don't know if I believe in this, to be honest. We're tried, though. Oh, I didn't double team Jonathan Allen. Oh, crap. Well, wow, what a try. Back to the line, though. Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's either Romeo Doubs or Rodriguez on this play, I think. Romeo. And wow, I get it. They're blitzing. But how is it so instant? Like, we bring, more numbers than they can handle, and they're just like, who cares? And there goes Rodriguez. Thank you. Jonathan Allen double teamed, kind of, and still kind of made the play. Finally on the board. I mean, as of right now, if Rodriguez doesn't get injured and keeps up the pace, he's definitely going to get this scenario, so. Oh, wow. Burned up the sideline. Tried to strip it while he wasn't looking. I'm surprised. I think it's because he changed the ball carrier hand right before we got there. If that ball was like far left holding, that would have been probably a fumble. And we try to make the play. What a tackle. Almost flipped him forward on accident, but gained only a yard. Good D. I mean, did we not say to stop the inside run? I mean, like, what happened if we didn't do that? Like, 1,000 yards on the ground? What a play, Walt. 3 yards gain. A little bit better on the defense so far. We're bringing the blitz with the press. So hopefully we buy ourselves just enough time to make this play. Oh, where is... Nice hit! I was about to say, where is Riley Moss? And I saw that the ball was a little high. Had a chance to knock it out, and he blasts his arms. Jaden Reed dropped it. That was a great play by Richardson. Maybe should have let him further or took a little bit longer. I know there was a blitz, but wow, what a play by Riley Moss to stop what felt like an easy pitching catch. And this punt, terrible. I don't know what's going on with these punts. It's still early, It might become a blowout one way or another soon enough. But as of right now, this is, like I said, why we really haven't seen double episodes. These games have been insane. Please. There is no... What a catch by Morant. There's no way their linebacker just covered both plays. Unbelievable throw, though. You got to give the credit where it's deserved. Oh, that is loud thunder outside. Can't wait for this game to be deleted. Quick throw out to Bellinger. Once again, does his fall forward trademark move. He's got his own built-in special ability. Sounds like Gronkowski also had that ability. Rodriguez, the blocking, pretty terrible. Gets dragged down by the shoulder pads, loss of 1. Going to be running off to the left side here, away from some of their best players, but it doesn't matter because Jonathan Allen has inside stuff. Run away from their best players, doesn't matter. I might actually still, even though the screen's there, if we run this ball, we likely get a first down. I'm going to go for the run. And Rodriguez slips off, gets it pretty damn close. Should be a 54-yard field goal. I think, why are they telling us to go for it in the dumbest positions? What's the wind like? I don't see any wind issues. I mean, I don't see it. I really don't see it. And I imagine it probably does, but I wonder if that is the reason why the kick bar, it is fast. It's not like slow, but why it's not the fastest in the world is because he actually is getting pretty good. Because it says his accuracy is 86+, which is actually really good, especially when you consider the fact that he is 99 kick power, so that might be the reason. But yeah, that drive, not very good for Rodriguez. Could be picked. Walt James, no! That would have been another game with pick 6, and that was enough for him to win Player of the Week not so long ago, which is, obviously free XP, and in general, you seem to get a better chance at... Oh, God, it's a back-to-back screen. Ronnie Shelton's trying to get there, can't. That is pure pain. But you have a better chance of getting Player of the Week. DevUps, bringing everyone to the line of scrimmage. This is a blitz. And we're on that. What a tackle. Loss of 2. That'll be a punt. Wilson's like, oh, yeah, what's that about? Can't tackle Lamar Jackson? Well, I just tackled Anthony Richardson one-on-one with a running back on him. What a tackle. Huge. The punt is pretty good this time for once. Chase Brown tries to get inside. Morant maybe in behind the linebacker. Maybe. Kind of force it back out to Rodriguez. Loss of 2. Kind of panicked a little bit there. Maybe should have taken the tight end Kuntz instead. Because realistically, I thought it was just going to be a freebie. I thought Morant was going to be wide open, and they kind of dropped back on him. Romeo, and that throw is terrible. That ball is so bad. Looked like it was to the tight end. What a waste of a drive so far. I'm not going to give it up like they're trying to say that we should. And he throws it right to him. Wow, I mean, I don't know what's going on, but these throws have been insanely low. Am I crazy to think that he should get this over him? Morant is like a whole 5 yards like deeper than him. I mean, I guess maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I should have touch passed it. Probably should have been a touch pass. The play before, though, that is inexcusable. Terrible throw. Almost, oh, we're leaving. Oh, that's fine. Good tackle. Loss of 4 in the play. Come on, Gleason. Let's get in there. Can't get off the block. We give him the edge. Nice cutoff, though. Like, he is going to gain yards, don't get me wrong, but it could have been a first down if we weren't able to recoup our loss. Try to swat. Cam Jones is just watching him. Good hit, but why are we watching him run? Like, you have a business decision. Make him throw last second while running, kind of across his body, or just let him run for the first down. What do you think is the better idea? Like, I want the higher percentage play. Him running is a first down guaranteed. Good hit. I don't know how the hell he holds on. Conklin holds it, though. With 1 timeout left, though, they might let this run into the last play. I don't know if they actually hike this. I mean, they have time to. That looked like a false start. And that will be a throwaway to ensure the last play for a field goal. There's nothing worse than going into a half or ending a fourth quarter with all 3 timeouts. Of course, we wasted one there, but it was all just basically no guarantee for anything. Just trying to help the ice, which it didn't. And there you have the first half, 10-17 with the Elks leading. That defense, man, that defensive line specifically, it is no joke. We're kind of being locked down right now, and it is not a fun feeling. As you look across the league halftime-wise, how are the orbits doing? They're going to show us the orbits. That's who I want to see more than anyone. We're going to see no one. Okay, there's the welcome to America. There you go. And the Steamers win their first game of the season, ironically enough, against the division rival Orbits, who are just like the Elks, trying to climb back in the playoff race and may have once and for all lost it, if not one more game, but that does not bode well for them either way. Lumberjacks won back-to-back games at least, beating the Huskies, who are now 4-9, looking for a better draft pick at this point. And then I wish they would show us the Caps, because the Caps are another team that we're kind of paying attention to lately. The Dragons, in a little bit of an upset over the Redwoods. Both quarterbacks very efficient. Let's take a look at the highlights in this one. Somehow we don't tackle White. We let him break off 3 tackles and score. Obviously, always fun. And then us, the first quarter was really good for us, and then the second quarter definitely was nowhere near as good. End zone, Cam Jones gets bumped at the line, and just like that, Rachaad White scores another easy touchdown. We go on the return of Anaconda, down 7. See if he can maybe spark something here. Not a bad little return to the 27-yard line. Deep fork. Okay, if you say so. A lot of wide receivers on the field. Nobody on Romeo Dobbs. Ball's out there, but it's a good throw. 7 yards. Had to reach out a little bit with the hand sketch, but that's fine. Running off the block here. I don't really like this, but it's better than running to them. And Rodriguez has one to beat. Showing off the speed. Cut inside. Nice stiff arm. That's why I went for the speed, because, even with that angle, it's not the easiest to break that tackle. And we just went straight speed until, right at the end, we decided to cut in. And it actually worked off. They thought it was going to be on that right side, and it tricked them. Set the feet. Morant. Easy pitch and catch. Did at the toe tap, but still, it's clean. Toss left. I mean, they do have that extra player there, but they also have that DB on the wrong side. So we'll see how it works. And actually, I didn't want to do whatever that happened. That was automatically, but actually not bad. I almost had a look at the end zone there. Not quite, though, unfortunately, but still a good gainer. 3 yards on a pitch is like 10 yards on any other run. I don't know why I threw that. Logan Wilson is there. Panicked that one. Decided last second to just float it up there to give him a chance. Now 3rd and 7 after that mistake. Going back to our best friend, the screen pass. And Rodriguez won a beat. Gets the juke. In for the second touchdown of the day for him. And the game-tying score. Those screen passes are deadly. They are deadly. They don't always work. Sometimes you get red, and, we've actually lost the game, I believe, on 4th down because of a 4th and short screen attempt. But for the most part, we are insanely good at them. And they usually lead to good things, as that will be touchdown number 2 and maybe the 130th, 140th yard for Rodriguez on the game. All that can be said is that Rodriguez is the heart and soul of this offense. Let's just at least admit to that. And Jackson can't get out there. We're going to let one-on-one, and that... But I say that's why we follow through with Jackson, and he just... let him grab him, I guess. Got to wait your turn. It's a karate movie. You can't just gang up on him. You have to wait. You have to wait your turn, okay? Oh, no. Taylor gets beat, but thankfully the ball is overthrown. From the 43-yard line. Pre-snap motion. Cam Jones does get a piece of him. It's going to be 3rd and 2, though. Very manageable. You're going to go press man with that safety help. Apparently Taylor needs it against Flowers. Oh, the rush from Quincy was immediate. But so was the throw to Conklin. Players near the line of scrimmage. Trying to make a play on this. Locked up perfectly. Trying to go for the strip. Can't get it with Walt. It'll be a gain of 6. Not a high volume of throws, but they have been very efficient with them. Johnson near the line of scrimmage. Tried to swat and couldn't get the hands up. Switch to the right guy. Conklin to the 25-yard line. These first downs are brutal. Switching the side, we now have players on the wrong side. Taylor, get over there. And it will... Oh, it was a smoke screen throw. That'd have been a tough one. RPO, but they got the pressure in there quickly enough. Try to swat, couldn't again. While James gets his ankles broken, but thankfully Anthony Johnson dealt with the block and then ran into him. Another 3rd and 2, which they've done pretty well on, believe it or not. Not exactly the hardest play to defend. Or, attack with, as Rachaad White would have been short. And I think it was Walt James who fell for it. Somebody fell for it. Walt James. We had the stop, and we gave it to him anyways. From the 12, Weatherford. And read option, we get burned again, this time for a touchdown. But like you see how badly we played against the run. If we play the quarterback and we're hesitating on all inside handoffs, that's a GG. Like that's just it's over. Anaconda on the return again. We have that far right side perfectly blocked up. Good cutback attempt to the 26. Try to create a seal over there, and it almost worked. Or trap play, which is basically a no-go. See if anyone wants to get open on a deeper look. Bellinger. Wide open. Huge play. Bellinger with some speed. Stiff arms the guy to the ground to the 40. That's what I'm saying. Why we needed to invest in a backup tight end with some athleticism. Because Bellinger has been great. Going for another big play. Use the size of Kuntz. Holds on for the first down. Yeah, now what? Like literally now what? I don't know what to do. From the 28-yard line, double teaming Allen. And it works out as Rodriguez goes straight up the field. Could have maybe juked right, but I didn't really like it, so I just went left. I believe now at 160 yards on the game. Play action could be Romeo Dobbs to the end zone. I don't like the way that this is clearly zone coverage. Get out there, Rod. Did he catch this? Not even close. Oh, my God, Rodriguez. Let's go with the quick outs. Under pressure again, and that's going to be considered a fumble. The ball is going to be kicked. They're going to recover it. Our guy's going to dive, and unless a wide receiver comes out of nowhere, this is going to be a touchdown for the Elks because our offensive line is getting killed. I don't know who tried to kick that thing, but it did not help. He tucks it because he's got the longest windup in the world, and Micah Parsons picks it up for the touchdown. Our center just falls asleep for some reason, and it's a free rush. Like they've had all game. This is why in games where there's a scenario, we should absolutely just focus on the scenario. Because if you lose, at least you have the scenario. You lose without the scenario, you are just a loser, basically. Inside zone, I kind of like the press look from Morant, but I also like the run. Oh, big run. Rodriguez is an X factor. The speed's lacking, but he's got enough. 72? Was that 72 yards? For the touchdown. And man, he might even be going for an NFL record total yards from scrimmage because he's over 200 already. As we're back down by 7, Kuntz was unbelievable on that. Did just enough to block to get to the second level and then the whole way with that last second grab of the safety as, oh my God, Ronnie Shelton. It was like a brick wall. And I know this is a little scary because we're like basically assuming they're going to throw the ball, but 2nd and 9, they've been throwing the ball a lot on 2nd down. And we're out there. Good tackle. He loses a yard. Unbelievable. The change of direction for us there with Forbes was ridiculous. Spreading the linebackers out. Over the middle. Got to cover that, and that's wide open too. Taylor's not having a good game against Flowers. He is getting eaten alive right now, but what can I do? If I go by best overall, it's him. If I go by best speed, it's him. It doesn't matter. It is going to be him. I believe in that out. And is that Flowers again? Flowers is cooking. This time it's Riley Moss, so I think it's just Flowers is good. I hate Flowers. I'm allergic. See Ronnie. Oh, it's going to be picked. No, it's not. Wilson got excited and jumped it, but it was behind him, so he couldn't really get a hand on it, but that's a great job. I mean, he knocked the ball down. It would have been lovely to get picked, but, you know, wasn't caught by them, which is a great change. And over the middle, wide open. Johnson beat again, but strips it free. Taylor with the recovery. That's why you play the whistle. You're beat, it doesn't matter. You run that thing down, you try to knock the ball out. Strips it away. Boom! I mean, just has that tomahawk ready and just slaps that thing out. I mean, look at him warming up, and then pop. Man's been watching a little bit of Bears footage from, I would say back in the days, but like 10 years ago. It's a lot to ask for, but it's a dot. And he drops it. I should have went possession. I believe in Moran to catch pretty much everything. So if he catches that in stride and finds a way to just slip off, it's a touchdown. I risked it, and I shouldn't have. A couple of go routes with the play action. Morant, perfect throw. Makes up for, you know, the drop with a great release off the line. The final quarter. We have them by yards now, but can we get them by score? The Tigers win against the Antlers, so you never know. Next week could be a tough game, too. Oh, man. Let's go with slants. A lot of time to throw, and it's a dot to Wise, who's got speed. Do a little celebration in the end zone. I was going to do a proper celebration, but I didn't trust that guy getting in there. And that will be a tie, assuming we hit the extra point, which obviously it's freaking Chad Ryland. What are you worried about? Great blocking for once, and that's what happens. Good things happen when we have time to throw. 2nd and 9 to start their first drive of the fourth quarter. We're back. And try to get over there. Johnson, one-on-one, huge hits. Already forced one fumble. Could have been another one. 3rd and 5 now. We actually completed a scenario. Unbelievable, though. Like, we have just failed on scenario after scenario. Oh, my. Where is Walt? It's actually Weatherford. Good hit. Where is Weatherford going there? We're covering the middle with Cam Jones like we're supposed to, and then man cover just got torched, which Weatherford's, I mean, maybe not the best in man, actually, to be fair. Our team is pretty zone heavy. Oh, that was a bad throw. He leads him in there. It's about 6 yards. Riley Moss, hammer celebration. Did lay the hammer there, can't lie. We're QB containing. Oh, we did a pretty good job there. And Ronnie, I was a little worried about a face mask. Does a good job of only allowing 4. Maybe it was because of the face mask, but let's not talk about it. Switch back. I was expecting it to be him not blitzing. Oh, they're going to call a bump on that. That is crazy. I felt like we were clean. Oh, it's not going to be. I was about to say, I felt like we did pretty well. It's going to be a holding call with Cam Jones being injured. Yeah, what I was talking about is our coverage over here. I mean, we kind of bumped him a little bit, but overall, I thought we were pretty clean. You know, we didn't impede him too much. I mean, we're both kind of entitled to the spot there. You know, it's a little grabby. It's a little, and there's a little bit of going on there, but for the most part, I felt like it was fair enough. 3rd and 16, running the splits. Not the splits, the blitz. We got to leave the inside, and that's why. And I am just the worst, honestly. Huge freaking hit, but I don't think that's going to be recovered by us. Oh, my God. I'm just standing there waiting, which you're supposed to do, and then as soon as he turns, that's when you jump. And for some reason, when I accelerated, we were just slow as hell. As Orgy gets completely collapsed. Thinking 5, should have been 2 at best. Played it so smart getting over there, and then just whiff on the tackle. Like, I mean, honestly, I wish it was a whiff of a tackle. Didn't even get to that point. Just got beat. Quick outside. Can't get there. Johnson trying to make a strip happen again. 32-yard line, first down again. Opportunity to get off the field and just miss the tackle attempt. First and 10. I mean, they run the ball a lot on first down. I think it's blitz time here. Maybe that's why they're adjusting here. And Johnson gets matched up one-on-one against Flowers and gets torched. The stupid part, though, is that he was 10 yards off him and still got beat. All right, this has been an unbelievable game, but kind of means nothing for us if we don't come away with the win. And that's a wide open Kuntz. The throw is on. Kuntz has to jump for it, but he still holds on to the 37. Beautiful play. That's the freaking Zach Kuntz we miss. Feels like he just hasn't been that, like, deep threat guy in so long. Am I wrong in thinking this? Let's see. It is zone coverage. And that is a really good route and a great time throw. Just a bad throw. Inside zone, double teaming Allen. And we did enough. We gained 4. Allen still is the one to bring us down, though, of course. We ran this last game to get us in field goal range. We needed 7, we felt. And now we need 7, so. Kuntz, that's a tough one. Almost picked off the deflection. Man, 6 yards is a lot. I mean, if you believe you need the stop no matter what, is the field goal not a smart play? If you feel you, because like you have to get the stop, right? Unless you're going to tie the game up with. I think you have to get the stop anyways. You go for the field goal here, so then the touchdown wins it for you next time. I think. I mean, it's tough because we really haven't been able to stop them, but at the same time, you know, with 5 minutes left or even less than that, if they have like 3 minutes left for the final drive, if we don't stop them, we lose anyways. So, you know, I'd rather have basically 4 minutes to try and stop a first down than for them to know they need to score with 3 minutes left, you know? A field goal is all you need. Whereas this, they need to gain at least 40, 50 yards minimum. Not even. I mean, you know, the field goal would just put us back in the same spot. I just think they're playing less desperate now that we only have a field goal back. Oh, wow. Ran right into Quincy. I thought he had the edge free. That's a big play already. That is a big play already. We need some pressure, though. Really haven't had it this game. And, I mean, I feel like we did what we could. Get up there. Good hit. Gains 4. Thankfully, the juke move he had wasn't that big. I think he go mid. Like, the only blitz that even has a chance of getting in there instantly is mid. And we've been very mid in general this game, so. And there we go, Wilson. Oh, my God, he almost got away. The running back blocked, so I knew we could just go in there, and we got the stop. 4 minutes left. The touchdown wins it now. We talked about it. We finally get the stop at the best time. Makes us look pretty smart. You know, we believe that all our defense needs to do is make one stop, and they did. Now, no matter what happens, it was a good decision. You know, if we lose this game, it has nothing to do with the decision to go for the field goal. And threw basically away. He's about to just force it to Morant. Could have been picked off by the guy covering the shorter out. This might be a quick throw to Kuntz, depending on how they play this. I'm also going to streak Morant because he's, once again, really good at the one-on-ones. And there's just nobody open again. Throwaway. Now I'd have a pretty hard time with, what is it called? I'd have a pretty hard time punting the ball. And he gets blocked up. Just get out, dude. I'd have a really hard time punting this ball, but at the same time, we just gained 0 yards in 3 plays. We've just had nobody get open. And I don't know if this is a play I believe in. Let's see it. And even though I brought how many blockers, they get in instantly again. That is crazy, dude. Look at this line just die. How many did they bring? They brought 5. We have 6. And, I mean, we don't even get our first breakout, which didn't seem to matter because they ended up, you know, blocking everyone up anyways. But still, that's crazy how bad this offensive line is playing right now. And, of course, it's a shot to the end zone, basically. I thought it was going to be like a, you know, kind of a 10-yard out or 10-yard in, so I played a little shallow. Nope. They just need to clock us, and they decide to go for the jugular almost on the first play. And there is no one on that edge. Oh, my God. Wow, we got killed in the trenches this game. Gonna go 5 wide. Still haven't lost the game, but man, it does not look good. I'll tell you that much. Does not look promising. Kuntz wide open. Catches it. Might be a late hit on top, which would be a lot of yards. If it's a holding, I'm going to be devastated, thankfully. It is a late hit, which hopefully stops the clock. I'm not sure how they're going to play this thing. It will stop the clock as well. Wish that throw would have just somehow made it our momentum. And wow, what a catch by Morant. The DB was on that with his hand. I thought he had that. Guess not. 2-minute warning, 22-yard line. There's still plenty of time here. But we need to get a score. Can't have throws like that again. I know we caught it and it was a first down, but we can't. That was an interception waiting to happen. I like this, actually, if Kuntz can get over the middle cleanly. Wise. What is that coverage? That is insane how good their coverage is. How did we score 34 this game again? How did we do that? Does anyone remember? I don't. I don't think we did, to be honest. This is all lies. That's a dot. That is not a dot because he has no throw power. Oh my god. That's a GG. That is so bad of throw power. It's crazy. How is this taking him that long to get the ball there? How many yards is like 10? Like basically 10 yards, and he can't get the ball there before the safety goes 10 yards. Like I said, 90 throw power. That's what we need. That is the magic number, 90 throw power. If we have Anthony Richardson, that ball is in there like an hour ago. Maybe I didn't need to force it, but it is what it is. Doesn't really matter, because we probably won't get the stop anyways. I'm playing it like, you know, we are playing for the stop. Because obviously that's the only chance to win at this point, even though it's dead now. Good tackle. Maybe we'll get the stop. But at the same time, can't tell if this is how they play it, as they have a 2-possession lead, which is like all they have to do is run it 3 times and let the game play itself. Although they're not going to do that anyways. And he's going to complete it for the touchdown. Taylor will stop him. Try to strip it, obviously. That's their only chance. We miss everything. That's the only chance you have, right? If someone wants to be dumb and score a touchdown, and you know, when they don't need it, the only chance you have is trying to strip the ball out and win the game that way. Obviously, tackling him is game over, so we try to play our odds. Screen pass, they're actually on that, and you know, when you see our screen passes like almost always work, you're probably thinking, oh wow, that's just cheese, dude. You could just do that every time. That's what can happen right there. I mean, they should have no reason to even care about the screen pass. Hit this throw. Of course he misses it. I get there's pressure and it's on off balance and all this, but he's so open. It could be just an utter dog crap throw as long as it gets up in the air, and that's all that matters. And he still misses it. It's pretty unbelievable. That throw is unbelievable too. Great job by Dobbs. At least manage it. Like, we have so many different quarterbacks that like together would be good, but on their own they're just like they're average at best. And drop by Morant, that is crazy. That's, I mean, imagine we needed that first down to go for the win or something. Drops that. Oof. Like, the release of Graves, the speed of Cunningham, and the accuracy of Jadarius, we'd have ourselves a good quarterback. But unfortunately, everyone has their own abilities, and we suck. Dropping down to 8-5, our chances of the #1 seed have definitely dropped quite a bit after this loss. I just can't believe how the Elks can be this good of a team, but yet this bad of a team, if you know what I mean. Liam Jones back in the game, getting 2 late hits on Anthony Richardson, but hey, tackles are a tackle. We end up losing the game 34-52. Obviously, a bit closer of a game than the final score showed. We kind of got aggressive, got a little bit too desperate, and it cost us, you know, the final couple of scores in the game. But what can you do? The Elks just have a goated defensive line, and their offensive line apparently is great too. We can't stop them in coverage. We played against way better receiving groups. Yet somehow, for some reason, the Elks are the team that give us the most troubles when it comes to trying to stop their receivers. Anthony Richardson was basically perfect. Jadarius Lewis, back to that 50% completion percentage pretty much. Nobody's backups came in, but Rodriguez and White both had great games. Rodriguez with 60 yards on top of it, 3 total touchdowns. Could still be player of the week, even in a losing effort. Morant, 93 yards. I mean, he's always going to get his. Kuntz with 86. Romeo Dobbs, man, he is slowed down tremendously. And that was a tight... Wait, was that a tight end that scored for them? There's no way that was a tight end that scored that massive score, was it? That's kind of crazy. D'Angelo Scott. Got a couple of upgrades. John Michael Schmidt's kind of disappointed me last game, but we're going to go with Quincy's power move. Try to get him a block shed while he's doing that. One a power move. Puts him at 84 now. And then Connor Wilson, he needs speed, he needs zone coverage, he needs everything. Going to go with that zone coverage. 81 overall. Gets a +2 to zone, 1 to tackle, 1 to pursuit. Now at 83 zone coverage, obviously the excel is still lacking a little bit, but he is definitely getting there. And then John Michael Schmitz, I mean, he needs a lot of everything, but pass block in general seems to be his real kryptonite. So we're going to go with pass protector. 1 to strength, 1 to pass block finesse, 1 bad pass block power. Would love to see an actual pass block base upgrade. But nonetheless, we do drop our first game in many weeks, in like 2 months basically. But here is the breakout. You know why I love playing football? Because you only get respect when you earn it. And coach, I'd say I earned it today. X Factor Chris Rodriguez adding 5k XP to it as well. I definitely want to see... Oh, I can't actually upgrade him. He doesn't have any upgrade points. Maybe it isn't 90 overall that gets him another slot. Maybe it's 95. Either way, let's take a look. Oh, he does have 2 upgrades. Look at him go. No, I don't want to see that. 2 upgrade points. Did he unlock any slots? He didn't. 95. Damn, son. Basically for him to get that, he's going to need elusive upgrades. We're still going to go trucking because he might still get something that helps that. And 2 to stiff arm, 1 to truck. That's actually not bad. We're going to go 1 to power move as well. And we didn't actually go up any in elusiveness, so that's a little bit of an L, but still nice trucking and stiff arm upgrades. He's now 85 trucking, which is actually pretty impressive. You can almost argue that he could get an ability. I don't want Jukebox, like I said. I just don't think it's worth it for us, as his juke ability is already really good as is. I don't want to change anything about him to make him potentially worse. What was his ability, actually? Was it a hands ability? Wrecking Ball? That doesn't really make any sense, so we're going to go with first one free. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this one, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I do appreciate your support on the channel. We're definitely going to get back to it next episode. One loss is just one loss. But the Elks now splitting the series with us, I believe. Only 2 games behind. Definitely in a chance to take the division. There's a chance. Not a high one, but there is a chance. Maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Second channel, PK Plays for now, Madden content. And that is about it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!